I'm an architectural technologist. I just completed my MBA, so my interest and my support in the Occupy movement is to help people get better informed, to help translate the problems into solutions, and to try to spread the information correctly.
Okay, and Aalya, what do you do?
I hold a PhD in comparative literature.
Yes.
I work as a communications specialist for National Union. I'm very excited to be involved in Occupy Ottawa because I see it as a space of tremendous potential to have conversations that affect meaningful change. I'm a little bit disillusioned with some of the ways in which we usually try to change our society. I see that they're not actually working for us very well. I don't find our government representative of people in this country, and I don't find the policies of the government representative, and I don't believe that checking a ballot box every 4 years is going to bring about meaningful change. Somebody in this camp said that freedom is an active duty, and I really believe in that. I think that it's really important to be public-minded and to take public space up and to start talking about how to fix some of the huge problems we have.
Some of the detractors of Occupy, like across from Wall Street to Vancouver to here, would be that some of the goals are just simply unrealistic. You know, get out of free trade and disassociate from NATO and things like that. Is there anything that you two could relate to people that might be more realistic achievements, at least in the short term?
I think it's more about bringing balance to the economic system. It's not just about being totally capitalist or totally socialist, or there's still a middle ground to be met. So for priorities of humans, for education and food and habitat, I think healthcare, I think those things are not up for free markets where demand and supply dictates price and who gets access to those goods and needs, basically.
Now, but Michelle, those things have to be paid for. That would be, to play devil's advocate,
yep.
Healthcare, things like that are very expensive.
Yep.
Who pays for them if not for the help of private enterprise employing people and adding to the tax base?
When the first priorities are not met, such as education, you end up with people that cost you, and it costs the government one way or another. So for example, in the US right now, there are over 40 million people on food stamps. I mean, a food stamp system, and the saying goes, if you feed a man for a day, you give him fish, feed him for a day, you teach him how to fish, you feed him for life. It's the same thing here. I mean, if you provide education to a population that doesn't have access to it right now but is costing the system anyways, you're just shifting money around, and then you create more productive people for your economy and your GDP to grow anyway, and it's just how the wealth is dispersed and how the first priorities are met so that a more general percentage of people have access to the basic needs of humans.
So you mentioned a balance between socialism and capitalism. So obviously you see that a certain degree of capitalism is needed to keep the economic engine thriving.
Yes, absolutely. It doesn't mean competition is not a good thing. It is a good thing, but I think extreme competition has increased greed, and it's all about human behavior in the end. So